today I want to cover leaks and why I think they're bad for Zenless Zone Zero, and really why I think they're bad for any game. It's pretty straightforward. Like, leaks, you either love them because you want to get ready for what's going to come up in the future, or you absolutely hate them because you don't want to ruin a good time that's going to be happening later in the year for yourself, right? So picture this. It's like you're about to watch like your favorite sporting team, and maybe you couldn't see the live final match because you were like working or something came up that you just missed it, but you've got a recording. Okay, and you've loaded up your recording, you press play, and as you're playing it, someone comes into the room and tells you, oh, you're watching that game. Oh yeah, blah blah wins. And they tell you who wins, and they tell you how much they win by. Now the excitement of the actual game you're going to watch, the actual sporting match you're going to watch is gone. And you might even not watch the match, right? You might not even bother seeing that event happen. And that's the same deal with what happens in video games. It just ruins like the tension, ruins the suspense, ruins the excitement that you were going to experience, right? Some people say, well, no, it's just front loaded it. I don't think it has. And why I think it doesn't front load it is because it will never be the same experiencing something earlier than when it should have been experienced. Particularly in video games, developers take a very crafted approach on when they want to release their games, when they're going to release certain bits of the story, certain characters, right? They build suspense, they let you use like the current game or the current characters as they are. Perhaps in the community people start saying, oh, wouldn't it be great if we had this type of character, wouldn't it be great if we had this in the story? And then bam, developers like drop the patch that's gonna like give those people that feel, right? Now if they knew about that beforehand, it just ruins that drop, that excitement. And these things, if you like, we live in a hard world, right? And we need things to like look forward to and get excited about. Now if you know like the whole One Piece plotline all the way to like the last episode of One Piece, like it's just nothing to look forward to when like the time comes, as opposed to waiting each week, watching the episodes, gathering your thoughts on where you think it's going to go next, maybe reading some theory crafting what other people might think it's going to go, and then seeing for yourself if like it goes down that path or not, right? If someone just came out and said, oh, it's this is what's going to happen, it just ruins it. And you might not want to watch it, right? And if you watch it, it's just not going to be the same because you've seen it. And how I know that's the truth is try playing a video game that you've played before and finished. Try and play it once and then play it directly after, and pick a game that's really story like intense. Pick your favorite video game that has the best story you can think of. Play it once, then try and play it again. I bet the second time's not as good as the first time. I bet the third time's not as good as the second time. That's pretty much what leakers are doing to us, right? Whether we like it or not, that's what's happening. Now some of you like leaked information to prepare for it, that's fine, but what I don't like about that particular site is if you're going to look at the leaked information, don't bring that leaked information into the non-leaked community, if that makes sense. So you might know where a plotline's going to go because you want that for your own benefit, right? Don't go into another person's like space who doesn't want to know about it and start spreading it, right? Because that's the second thing I like find that ruins Zenless Zone Zero in particular, and just video games where people leak information. It's like there's a part of the community that wants to know this stuff, and there's a part of the community that doesn't want to know this stuff. And I sit in the ones that doesn't want to know this stuff, right? You know what happens to me? I'll go onto like Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, whatever your social media is. I'll go there, be searching up on my game because I'm looking at like, want to see if they release any new videos, etc., etc. And then bam, without even any warning, without even like looking for it, perhaps I'll come across a leak or spoiled information, and you might not know it is until you click on it, right? And then you realize, and then it's too late. That's one way, and then you just ruined it, right? And that's people, you could argue, like coming into our space. Sometimes it's because the content creators are trying to get their views and just shoot stuff out, right? And it gets popular, and then the algorithm will like recommend it to you, right? And I'm not like holding them against it because they don't control that. They're just trying to make a quick bag. I get it, but it's more about the comments section. Now, if it's a leaked video and then I'm in the comments section of a leaked video, then fair enough. And I have every right to blame myself for finding out the leaked information, right? But if I'm in like a video that's theory crafting or theorizing where the plotline's going to be, what the new character's going to do, and I go to the comments and I see people leaking information and being pretty obvious about too, not even speculating, just like, oh yeah, this new character's coming, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, this is their best stuff, the plotline's going to be like this, don't buy this character because they'll suck because they're going to get replaced with this new one. Like, it just ruins everything, and I didn't even want to see that, right? And that's the bit of like, it kind of divides the community a little bit, because you have one side that doesn't want to hear that information, that gets forced to hear this information sometimes, and then the other side, the ones that have this information, it's like they can't keep it to themselves. They want to like tell other people, or they want to prove other people wrong, right? Oh, I have all this information, I'm going to tell you wrong. And yeah, it just creates what would be a united community into just a divided community unnecessarily. So that's the other side I'm not really keen on leaks, is that how it divides the community sometimes. It's like us versus them, the people that don't want the leaks versus the people that like have the leaks, or particularly spread the leaks. Now, not everyone that looks at leaks will spread them, but there's a big chunk of people that still do, whether they realize it or not, they do. The other side for leaks is that content creator, if you're a content creator and you want to get sponsored by like these devs one day, like, or you have a plan that you want to be a sustainable content creator, if you're leaking information, there's a very small chance that you're ever going to get a sponsorship from your favorite video game developers. Now, you might not care, maybe you leaked one of their games, but you don't leak all of their games, right? It doesn't matter. Like, once they know that you leak information and you support leaked information, like, they're not going to pick you for like sponsorships if they were, right? They're not going to support you if they can to like, you know, grow your communities together, let's say. So it's kind of something that's frowned upon if you're going to be like a, I guess you could call it good content creator versus like the shadow content creation. So yeah, and the thing is that like, if you're going to make a video on leaked information, it's like, it's kind of easier to get views than if you weren't, right? So like, I get why people do it, because it's like a shortcut to maybe success, but it comes with a cost, a great cost, and sometimes some of those people won't know it until it's too late. And heaven forbid, I don't know what else could happen if you're a big content creator and that does leaked information. I don't know if there's any legal ramifications to it. I'm just talking more from like a personal, like, if you liked the developer as well and would be cool to get a sponsorship from, well, you've just ruined your chances. But there might be worse things that pop up from doing it, right? I know that some communities, like the actual community, will go against like the leaker of the information, because like, as I said, half the community might not want to see those leaks. So you pretty much just like barred off half of your crowd as well by accident, yeah? Which is like, the other thing is like, for me, it's a little bit annoying because it gets rid of theory crafting. It's sort of promoting those, like the algorithm will promote those doing the wrong thing, those content creators doing the wrong thing. And yeah, it just kind of ruins it basically. It kind of makes you want to not make videos on that kind of stuff, because it's like, what's the point when someone's just going to leak some information, and you know, people will rather watch the real information than the theory crafting, right? Now, the last thing with leakers or spoilers in Zenless Zone Zero, and I think I covered it at the start a little bit, but I just want to reiterate it, is that you need stuff to look forward to in life. There's only so many games that come out. There's only so many patches to good games that come out too, right? If you get it ruined all up front, you're just not going to have anything to look forward to later on in the year, right? And you might think, oh, whatever, that's not a big deal, I'll go do other things. But if you're a gamer, let's face it, most of us gamers are inside people, right? We like to play a lot of video games, and we like to enjoy those video games, right? And it's exciting knowing that a video game you might love might be getting like a DLC in the future, right? And then you wait for it, builds a suspense, it finally drops, and it's like, when you finally buy it and you're sitting there looking at it and you're just about to play it and you know nothing about it, and you're just like, your imagination's going wild and you're getting excited, and then finally you get to like feel that hunger with the content and enjoy it, and then like go through the highs and lows until you get to the end, right? That's the bit that leaks spoiled information's ruined, and that's why I think that we as a community shouldn't support them. We should try and like rise up against it, so to speak. I know that's never gonna happen, but like, it'd be nice. Anyway, I know this video is a bit of a rant, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care all, bye bye.